2 blankets. All the way down, y'all. We have a 4-hour layover there and then a 27-hour train ride to Austin, Texas. So I'm going to bring you guys with me and share the experience of taking a train through the country. I'm doing this because usually I would just take a flight from Newark to Austin. That's how I travel back and forth to see my girlfriend. But I have had this urge or desire to take a train. I used to think that this was only possible in Europe. Those, beautiful trains that take you all the way through the Swiss Alps or whatever, you have like a private bedroom. It just seems super cool, and I'm still going to do that, but so I saw this as an option and thought, why not? I got a free weekend, I got a lot of time to myself on this train, and I get to just be with my thoughts and deep thought. So I'm sure I'll bring you guys along for a lot of those thoughts as well and share some things that are on my mind. But this is a good weekend to just detach, see the country outside this window, and get home to my dog. So this is the Train Chronicles, I'll call it. But yeah, it's about 5:30 right now. Next up is the dining car. We have dinner waiting for us. They have this pretty cool menu. I think I chose the butter chicken. They only have that or the Alfredo, and I don't think I trust Alfredo on a train, so we'll see how the butter chicken is. But after that, they have a sink and a toilet you guys saw on the tour. I'll probably just get ready for bed, hang out, watch a movie, edit some videos, and get a good night's sleep. I'll definitely, there's a window up there. I'll definitely wake up to the sunrise. Speaking of it, the sun's setting right now, which is beautiful to see out this window. But yeah, it's gonna be a really, really fun, peaceful journey. And if you're someone that's been yearning for a romantic or intimate travel opportunity, taking a train like this across the country is one of those opportunities. I'm on Amtrak. They have a lot of flexibility in different cities. I mean, I think you can take a train from Los Angeles to New York if I'm not mistaken, but this is connecting to Texas from New York, so yeah, really cool. But that being said, let's get back to the train ride. It's time for dinner. This is like one of those train cars you see in movies. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's see what they got. I'm getting a little bored, honestly. I was sitting in that room just hanging out, watching out the window. Starting to get a headache, but hoping I can get some food in me. Switch over and put the bed down, do a little skincare, get ready for bed, and just hang out. But first, some butter chicken on the menu. That was pretty cool. They have a shower car down there that I can shower if I want to, but I showered before I got on, so no need for that. But I will be getting a good night's sleep. I have a headache, and I feel like this train will rock you to sleep. But yeah, nothing else to do. But anyway, it is 7:25. I'm gonna. I mean, my God, looks like I tattooed my hairline on. find a good movie and get cozy. I'm actually really excited to go to sleep, but one thing about it is cold on this train, so anyway, that's it for tonight, but let's just get a good night's sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. We're about 45 minutes away from Chicago, which means we gotta pack up, get clean, do my morning routine, and they have coffee a few cars down, so I'm gonna go grab that. And we'll be able to get off this train and see Chicago for a few hours. I have a few buddies there from college I'm gonna go see and grab some food, hang out, get on land, stable, still land, and then we have a 27 or 29 hour, I can't remember exactly, train from Chicago down to Austin next, so that's what we have in store. So hope you guys have enjoyed this first 19 hours with me so much. I have enjoyed it myself and got to see New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, and now Illinois. So covering 5 states, and it has been beautiful. I grew up in Ohio, so this is not new to me, but still pretty cool. Still pretty cool.
Sausage, egg, and cheese.
That's the only one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, that sounds good.
And you can pick up as up to as much as you like. So you want like a muffin, oatmeal, cereal, yogurt.
Let's do it all. Why not?
Got you.
Fuzzy buds. Fuzzy buds. Oh, a bit more coffee. I don't trust this coffee. I actually can't remember the last time I had a coffee. It's usually just lattes. Spoiled, but make it good. a few minutes away from Chicago. This wraps up the train experience. Yeah. Would I do this again? Absolutely. Am I about to do it again? Absolutely. I got a 4-hour labor, like I said, in Chicago, and then I'm back on a train. 29 hours. I don't know if I get this right, but 27, 29 hours, somewhere in that range before we get to Austin. So, yeah. I think this next train ride, I'll shower on the train. I'll do like an extensive skincare routine. I have this Lego set that I brought with me in my build. See if I can keep it in one piece as I get to Austin. But yeah, let me look up the total cost of this real quick. This was a total of $1,300 to go from New York to Austin, Texas, and 47 hours, again, give or take a few hours, on a train in my own little private room with the sink, toilet, access to a public shower, food provided, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks. But there is a train service and a different train line, and I think these are like the smaller train lines, but decent size still. But there is a train line or rooms that are one step above this. This train route didn't have them, but they have like looks like a 1-bedroom kind of studio situation. So I think that's one of my goals this next time is to go. I think they have them down the West Coast from like Seattle to San Diego, or through the mountain area. I think that'd be super dope to look out the window and see all of that. So that's a goal, but I'm gaining experience on this thing. I've made a lot of friends on this train. I'm gonna call it the train attendant, the kitchen staff. I learned a lot. As I'm coming to Chicago for a 19-hour trip, they come to Chicago, then they take about 8 hours or so here, and then they get on the 9 o'clock, I think they said, back to New York, and they get about a 3-day total time of on the clock or working, and then they take 2 days off, and it's back, and they kind of pick up shifts as you would in any job. But super dope experience. I think this room is just big enough for 2 people. Yeah, I would say.
We are almost to Chicago, about a minute away. Yeah. What an experience. Chi-town, baby. I got 3 hours, so some food, hanging out, then back on the train. Just like that, we're in Chicago. Temperature says it feels like -2 out in this cold. Whoa. Made it. It is so cold.
Second train down to Austin. This is find out how long this is. Let me officially tell you how long this is. 2:10 to 7:07 means 5 hours over 29 hours. We were on this train for 29 hours. They also said that the train or the car attendant, I think is what he calls himself, Rob, good guy, he said that the car over is a dining cart, and then there's a lounge car, and then there's a cafe. So there's 3 other cars we can go to occupy ourselves. So we'll see how that goes, but I came prepared for this long one. Yesterday was more about just getting a feel for it and being excited. It was towards the end of the day, so I slept for most of that 19 hours. and just had time to be with myself. But now it's all day today, and it's all day tomorrow. So I brought a Lego set we're gonna knock out. I did bring some edibles because I'm gonna eat those and then do the Lego set, turn off all my phones, everything else, and just be present. I'll probably put some noise canceling headphones on and listen to a good Frank Ocean album or two. And then from there, I'll probably also do some just activities in this room. But I'm really, really excited for this. It's gonna be very, very peaceful. I'm gonna be doing a lot of journaling, reading, thinking, a good little mental health reset. I was talking with my buddies who I just was with in Chicago, a friend of mine from Miami, Ohio, and I was telling him about what I was doing. He was like, wow, that sounds amazing, like a very good mental health trip. And I said, you know what, that's exactly what it is. So that's what I'm making it. A lot of time spent. Yeah, I'm actually wearing my retainer consistently for the first time in a long time. So if I seem to have a stutter or something, that's why. But this is so fun. Highly recommend it. You can almost get anywhere in the country this way. So if you're looking for a good weekend plan or trip or something to do with a loved one, I think this room, this style of room is big enough for 2 people comfortably. The Roomette I was in earlier in this vlog on the I guess the first leg, it would be a tight fit. I wouldn't recommend, you know, maybe if you get along really well, like me and Monet would be perfectly fine in that other room. But like me and a friend, I don't think it would have been an easy fit. But like me and a buddy of mine could totally sit on this car and share plenty of space together and not really feel crammed. So I guess it just depends on who you're trying to take these trips with. But yeah, 28 more hours of just really interesting ways to see the country and spend time on a train. So super cool. So much room for activity. I'm listening to the Frank Ocean album on repeat, Blonde, and it is just, looking out the window, enjoying the world. You really can't beat it. And we got 24 hours left on this train ride. Dinner has been okay. I think the meals on these trains are kind of like microwavable meals. The breakfast this morning was great. Dinner last night was pretty good. So, you know, it's hit or miss. I think that pasta I had was, it was like crunchy almost because it was so well done. But it was filling. I didn't like the chicken Alfredo. It's not sitting right. I don't know if you guys eat chicken Alfredo and have that weird like aftertaste. But for the rest of the night, I'll probably just hang out, get ready for bed, do my skincare, brush my teeth, convert this room into a little nighttime sleepover and get a good night's sleep. That's one thing I'm realizing on these trains is I probably needed to bring more to do. I mean, I have my phone to watch a movie or I got some things to do tomorrow, but it's an early bedtime and that's okay with me. So yeah, been a day, 24 more hours, one more day. Good night's sleep upcoming. I hope it's better than last night because it wasn't great. I was tossing and turning. I had a headache as well, so you know I don't know which one was the cause of a shitty night of sleep, but
It's Alton. Last call for Alton.
yeah, we were in Alton. I don't know what state that is, but it's been a great journey. I really hope that anyone watching this far can experience this type of vacation or experience, I'll call it. Yeah, so far so good. Let's get ready for bed.
I'm actually thinking this is gonna be a pretty solid sleep, so we'll see. It's 8:49. That is my bedtime, 9 o'clock. I'm gonna try to get about 8 hours of sleep. I got my Whoop on, so I'll let you know. I'll show the score in the morning, but I think it'll be solid. Yeah, I need a good night's sleep. Oh, good morning, vlog. It is Sunday, the last day. We're about 12 hours away from Austin, Texas. Just woke up, getting ready. About to go get breakfast and just hang out, build some Legos, make the most of the day on this little train. That was actually an incredible night's sleep. My Whoop died halfway through, so I couldn't really get an accurate reading on how the sleep was, but I felt great or well rested when I woke up. But I had to do some morning routine stuff, and then I guess I go get some food. Yeah, I think we're in. Where are we? We are right next to Texarkana, so I think we're about to pass over into Texas, back in the home state. But the views, the sunrise outside right now is so pretty. I'll show you guys in a second while I get ready, but man, it's gonna be a good day. We're about 10 hours away from being home, and I think this pause of my day after breakfast has been spent just sitting here looking out the window, listening to good therapeutic albums like Frank Ocean's 2 albums, who else? Lauryn Hill, just on shuffle, thinking about life. I've had a lot of moments of reflection. I think that's my sister texted me and asked if I was going stir crazy yet, and I said no. I'm actually spending a lot of time with myself. No distractions, no phones. Just a lot of time to reflect on life. It feels like the outside world is paused and I'm able to think and feel emotions and process thoughts that I would normally distract myself from completing. And I've thought about a few things that I think have weighed heavily on me recently in life and what I feel now. I'm also very thankful for this train ride for is, I don't know, I feel like there's a big part of me that is curious about why I feel inadequate or why I feel like I'm not doing enough for myself. I feel like I've lost Jalen a few times in my life. And it might be because I live a life on social media where it seems like everything's so loud and there's multiple worlds or realms in which my mental has to exist or my emotional health has to exist. But I think my ultimate goal in life has been to heal my inner child and bring them along with me everywhere I go. I think there's obviously moments where that inner child doesn't need to be there, but reflecting on my childhood and most of our childhood, a good chunk of our life of how we learned to be the way we are, how we learned potentially unhealthy habits, how we were parented that was out of our control because we were just kids, but we learned to live life a certain way, and the next thing you know, you're going off to high school, college, becoming an adult, and I think for me, I still felt like I didn't know who I was or what I wanted to do, and it led to a lot of dark places in my life. And I think most recently in life, it's been really fun exploring and taking these chances and risks to just be myself and heal these wounds in my life or these traumas in my life. And I think that's the best thing we can do for ourselves as people, is to really understand why we are the way we are and if that is something we want to be. I think therapy has played a huge role, and I actually just recently started therapy again for the first time in almost a year. Because I'm torn, I'm conflicted in a lot of areas of my life. I'm in a healthy relationship. I have access to love, which is a privilege. I have a healthy family around me. I have a blossoming career that I am incredibly fortunate for, but some part of me, a big part of me, still feels missing, like I'm not whole. Michael Beasley said it, that sometimes he goes to bed, or sometimes he realizes he's Michael Beasley, he's him, but some mornings he wakes up and he can't find him. And I felt that because a lot of times I feel like I still have this people-pleasing mindset that I have to live for other people in order to seek validation or approval. And even deep down, I feel like it's not for me, or that I should put myself first or really understand what it is that Jalen wants. And I think I still struggle. I think we have one life in this world, and I'm blessed to have a second chance at it. And I would be doing myself a disservice. Hell, I think I would have been doing myself a disservice. I was doing myself a disservice before when I didn't explore that. I think finding what makes me whole and continuing to surround my life with people who love me and want to support me and want to help me feel seen. It's all great, but I think at the end of the day, the only person who can really help you be seen is me. I got to be able to look myself in the mirror and accept the life that I'm living. I think a lot of my childhood, or I guess young adulthood, was spent in corporate America and just in this becoming of a man that I would witness other men as they've aged, and just seeing it on their face and seeing it down there deep in their heart that they weren't where they wanted to be, and they settled. And they have a blessed life in a very subjective way, I'm sure, but a lot of people, women, men, anybody, can reflect on their life and probably feel guilty for settling, for not taking those chances, for not raising your hand when you know the answer to a question, but you're too scared to speak up because you're scared of judgment from other people, when they didn't take that chance, when the universe presented them opportunity. And that fear of taking that leap of faith, or that fear of failure, is what holds so much of us back. And it's held me back for a lot of my life. And even these moments of where I am, or the place I'm at today, still was accompanied by a lot of fear of failure that still has held me back. And I think that's something I'm realizing, is that there's this curiosity in life that I want to continue to have and live. And honestly, one of the reasons why I jumped on a train was I've never driven on a train across the country. I've been on a train, from New York to DC, but that's 3 hours. But on a train car like this, I was curious, and I want to explore that curiosity. I think that's the essence of childhood, is being curious, a childlike view of the world. And when you lose that, you lose that hope, or I lost that hope of excitement, that hope of success for living. I don't want to be a robot. I don't want to settle in life and find myself 10, 15 years now miserable, but it being too late to live the life I want to live. And I'm not saying that, people say it's never too late, but I think we are given windows of time and windows of opportunity to jump through it. And I think those moments that we don't, we do ourselves a disservice. And I'm rambling right now, but I appreciate you guys listening to me ramble. But I think I'm just trying to communicate that even in this point in my life, I feel lost. I feel like some days I wake up and I just don't know who I am or what I'm pursuing or chasing in this life. And that usually comes in the form of being mean to myself, or after I'm a little hard on myself and I wake up the next day and I continue that negativity or that negative energy in life. And it can affect, it has a ripple effect for people around me as well. And I hate that feeling, because I know deep down I have this heart full of love for myself and for other people, full of love for life, and I'm the one standing in my own way before I can actually attain that and chase that and accept that. This has been a super healthy and healing train ride. I've cried a few times too on this. I've been picturing, I usually cry whenever, and I'll try not to right now, but whenever I picture this childhood version of Jalen, just looking at myself in the future and wondering if he would be proud of who I am. And my gut tells me he would be. But I even wonder then, how can I continue to nurture that version of myself? The curious Jalen, the loving Jalen, the Jalen who wants everyone included. It's just my little moment of reflection after looking out this window for an hour. I hope it made sense, and thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Alright. So I gardened before this, but I've been building Legos. This is Iron Man. This is step 4 out of 10. And it's a long process, but that's what I've been up to. It's my own little world, music, Legos. I am 3 edibles deep, so that's also some context for you, but a lot of fun. I feel like I gotta work my posture sometimes though, because I gotta be slouched over like this. Progress. It is taking me a lot longer than I expected. I made a few mistakes along the way. Had to go pick it apart, perform open Lego surgery to figure it out. But we're there. There's 3 hours left, 3 bags left. I'm gonna take a laugh because my head hurts. I got some Excedrin. I'm also gonna shower now, get ready for the night, and then finish this, eat, I'm out of here. The same guy came with it as well. Put this under his feet. We got Iron Man. We got motion sickness at the end. I think that edible kicked my ass. But I had some Excedrin to help with the pain. And now we just gotta take these last 30 minutes.
We made it in Austin. What time do we leave? Saturday at 2. No, Friday at 2. Sunday. That's 53 hours. of travel, which normally is about a 4.5-hour flight. What a way to get home. Look at the city.
Back home, we made it. Got two of the dogs with me. Houston is separated because rumors in heat, and he is not fixed. So this is the part of her heat that he goes craziest. So I'm not sleeping with them in the same house. He literally howls at night. So it was fun getting greeted by them, but he only had one thing on his mind. But anyway, I'm home. We're back. We're here for a few days. It is 8:41. I've been home for like 30 minutes, but well, train ride was I'll give it a 9 out of 10 overall. Would highly recommend if you're looking for a fun trip like that. 2, I would say, what else would I say about the trip? Definitely doable with friends, with a loved one, by yourself. I think that's what I took this trip as, is a time to be alone, just with myself and thoughts, and like I talked about earlier, just mastering that, being alone. Not lonely, but being alone. I'm gonna probably go to sleep in the next 30-45 minutes, but man, what a way to travel. It's that, hey there Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yes you do. Times Square and shine as bright as you, I swear it's true. Blah, 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 blah. I know they got planes and trains and cars, and I'd walk to you if I had no other way. That's all I thought about the whole time. Anyway, I've now driven from New York to Austin when I moved here. I've flown, obviously, plenty of times, and now I've taken a train. So I've got all of them. I don't know if there's any other way to travel to and from. I'm not walking, obviously, riding a bike. But yeah, very, very cool. Bucket list item for sure. Anyway, back in Austin, about to get some food and then call it a night. Thank you all for joining me for this fun adventure. Please let me know what your favorite part of this vlog was, or the trip was. Let me know what your thoughts are on travel, especially traveling on a train, and let me know where I'm gonna go next. I think this is gonna be a fun vlog series for the future, is just trying random ways of travel, vacations, solo vacations, all of that. It was a lot of fun to bring out with me, and I can't wait till the next one. So thank you. But after 54 hours of travel, I am beat, and I'm gonna take a bath. Good night, y'all.